Greg, do you have a minute? What are you doing right now?
What's up, Mom? I'm at home now.
And Riley?
Riley went out shopping.
Ugh. Greg, won't you stop doing this?
What? What do you mean?
Not what do you mean? Making your wife go out shopping alone while you laze around the house. You should be driving her and carrying the shopping. And how about helping out a little around the house? You're so inconsiderate.
Sorry, but Riley said she was going out shopping with her friend today. I didn't think she'd want me to tag along.
Don't make excuses. You're so quick to try and worm your way out with butts. Is this how you were raised?
Sorry.
Riley told me about you the other day. You never help with housework, and you go out drinking until late every night. If you can't bring in enough money to make ends meet every month, the least you could do is help out around the house.
I don't go out partying, and I bring in more than enough money to make ends meet. But Riley?
Don't blame this on Riley. She's supporting the finances working part-time because you don't earn enough. But you don't show her the slightest bit of gratitude. You're uncooperative at home and you spend your days off lazing around. And to top it all off, you have the nerve to blame my daughter because there's no money. Have you no shame?
Sorry.
Good grief, you're so quick to blame others or try slacking off. I want to see your parents' faces. Oh, your parents aren't around anymore, are they? Is that why they couldn't raise you properly?
My parents have nothing to do with this.
Anyway, if Riley's out shopping, then there's only one thing for it. Come over to my house immediately.
What?
I want you to weed the garden and clean out the cupboards if there's time. I want you to clean the gutters, too.
Didn't I just come on my day off last week?
This week, too. Do you think that just because Riley's not here you can spend your entire day slacking off? I won't allow it.
Today's the first day in ages I've got all to myself. Give me a break.
Quit your whining and get over here now. I'm gonna beat that rotten character of yours back into shape. I'll show you what it means to respect your in-laws.
Hey, Riley. Got a minute?
What's up? I'm kind of in the middle of eating with my friend right now.
Well, I've wanted to say this for a while. Would you stop bad-mouthing me to your mom? Saying stuff like I don't bring in enough money or don't do housework? Stop filling her head with nonsense.
What? What's the problem with blowing off a little steam to my mom?
But because of that, she's sending me hateful messages every day. She won't listen to a word I've got to say.
Well, it's true that you don't bring in enough money, isn't it? You fail to make ends meet every month and we can't save anymore. So I have to work part-time to support the finances.
The reason we have no money is because you spend it without thinking. And you and your mom say you support the finances, but all you do is help out a little at the bakery your friend started. Can you really call bringing in less than $150 a month supporting anything?
God, you're annoying. It's not about the amount. I wanted to be a stay-at-home housewife. I'm only working for you because you don't make enough. Surely that alone provides you with emotional support. You should be grateful.
What kind of reasoning is that? Anyway, stop filling your mom's head with weird nonsense already. She even mocks my dead parents, says she's gonna beat my rotten character back into shape, calls me over to her house, works me like a slave, and ruins my days off. It's stressful, damn it!
She's trying to educate you because your parents aren't around. Teaching what it means to respect your in-laws. To call that stressful? You're disgusting.
My parents only died 3 years ago. I was already an adult by then, so calling it education is just weird. And respect isn't something that can be forced.
Wow. Do you ever shut up? I was enjoying a drink with my friend and you ruined it. You're the worst. You make me sick.
You're the one who's sickening. Going off complaining to your mom about me? Degrading me with your hateful comments despite me working my ass off? Forced labor on the days off I hardly ever get? I've had enough! Just stop it!
Oh, you think you can talk to me like that? I was kind enough to marry you even though you have no parents. You got some nerve, haven't you?
I'm not your family slave! I'm done being your yes man!
I am livid. You've gone and done it now. You won't get away with this. Prepare yourself.
Good morning, Greg, you little Ingrid. You have no intention of reflecting on your behavior, do you?
Good morning, you little ingrate. What a lovely greeting.
Riley told me everything. How How much does she have to get hurt before you'll be satisfied? Telling her she should be earning more, that she's disgusting, despite the fact she's working so hard.
I said nothing of the sort. Are you both completely nuts?
Be quiet, you demon! You won't get away with it this time. If you dare take such an arrogant attitude with me, Riley will go through with what was left on the table.
You mean the divorce papers in the living room? I saw her signature was written neatly on them.
Consider this a warning. Riley will be relaxing, recuperating here at home. Unless you reflect on your behavior and fix your attitude, she can stay here forever as far as I'm concerned.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. So if you don't want to be divorced, show some remorse for what you've done. Come here, get down on your knees and apologize. Promise to start making more money and helping around the house. We're being extremely generous by offering you this chance. You won't be getting another one.
But what if Riley's not satisfied even after that? If I can't live up to her standards, will she really divorce me?
Of course. If you can't make enough to support her, get a divorce.
Okay, I'll divorce her then.
What?
Her signature's already on the papers, so I'll go and hand them in now.
Wait a minute. Why would you do that?
Think about it. Let's say I did change jobs and make more money. Let's say I started doing all of the housework. Riley would still find something to complain about, because her dissatisfaction knows no bounds. We'd probably still end up divorcing anyway. In that case, isn't it better just to get it over with now? It appears we'll have your blessing after all. You have no complaints, right?
Of course I do. I won't allow you to divorce. The divorce papers were only meant to make you reflect on your behavior. You weren't supposed to actually file them.
By reflect, what do you mean I should reflect on? I haven't done anything wrong.
Like hell you haven't. Riley told me. I know everything. On top of not making enough money, you hardly bring any of it home. You leave all the housework to Riley while lazing around on the sofa. You show her no gratitude for working part-time and supporting the finances. And there are plenty more things for you to reflect on besides that. It's all your fault for not being able to provide for your wife.
Since we've come this far, I may as well just tell you. Riley is the reason we never have enough money.
Huh?
I bring home $2,000 a month. That covers the rent and utilities. We pay our contracts separately. My salary covers almost everything. It's more or less a normal figure for a couple living together.
What, you make that much? That's quite a lot. So why do you never have enough money?
Because Riley wastes it like you wouldn't believe.
Huh?
Clothes, shoes, bags, whatever she can get her hands on. Nearly every day. She goes out with her friends and spends whatever she likes on lunches and dinners. She's eating up our livelihood.
What? Riley's doing that?
And what's more, that bakery she works at part-time, she uses the family finances to give them loans. Almost half of our money goes on that.
Loans? That much? Why would she do that?
The bakery her friend started because of her hobby is so poorly run that it's always in the red. So she gives them money to supplement their failing finances because she wants to win her friend's approval. No matter how much I tell her to stop or try hiding the money, she just flips out and says, "Are you saying I should abandon my struggling friend?" Then destroys my stuff or hits me until I hand it over. So I end up reluctantly giving it to her.
Oh my god, there's no way my Riley would lay hands on anyone. She's a kind girl. Besides, I've never seen you with any cuts or bruises.
She only hits me where my clothes will cover up the marks. My stomach and back are black and blue. She's actually quite good at it. Just how exactly did you raise her? I want to see her parents' faces.
You're lying. Riley would never.
Since we can't make ends meet due to all of her spending, as well as my daytime job, I've started working through the night at a convenience store to bring money in. Even though I'm exhausted and sleep deprived every day, you call me over so you can boss me around on my days off. My body and mind are wrecked, and I can't take it anymore. No matter how much you tell me to earn more or work more, I can't. I'll never live up to yours or Riley's image of an ideal husband. Let's divorce, amicably.
No, wait. Don't be so hasty. To think Riley's so wasteful. I had no idea.
Give the excuses a rest. It's not that you didn't know, it's that you weren't interested. You always ignored everything I said.
Please, I'll give her a thorough telling off. Please just wait for the divorce.
No. I'm sick of you both manipulating me. As for the physical abuse, I've already got a medical certificate from the doctor, and I've been taking detailed photos of everything she broke. I can apply for the divorce on those grounds instead if you want.
Oh my god!
She'll also be paying me damages and covering my medical bills, which means my lawyer will be getting involved. I left my lawyer's business card at your house. See to it that any further communications go through him.
What? A lawyer? I can't contact you without going through someone else. This is ridiculous. Family matters should be discussed as a family. Surely you agree.
No, I don't agree. You people and I aren't family. You're strangers to me now. I don't ever want to see your faces again. I'll be blocking both yours and Riley's messages. So if you'll excuse me, have a nice life. Riley and her mom rushed over to my place in a panicked attempt to try and stop the divorce. But I'd already taken the divorce papers and a bare minimum of essential stuff and left the house to stay at a hotel. And so I blocked Riley and her mom, leaving everything to my lawyer, who I'd been in talks with for some time. The medical certificate and photo evidence became the deciding factor. Riley was forced to pay me damages and cover my medical bills, and the divorce went without a hitch. Due to the divorce, Riley was of course no longer able to give loans to her friend's bakery, which, already being in the red, went bankrupt. Her friend was resentful and apparently started ignoring her. I heard that Riley, in her isolation, became so unstable that she started hitting her mom almost every day. She even ran crying to my lawyer, begging me to take her back. It's not my problem, so of course I'm ignoring her. Afterwards, I moved out of the apartment we'd been living together in, and rented a single-person apartment. Now I'm enjoying the peace and quiet of living on my own. Life without walking on eggshells around my wife, or nervously anticipating messages from my hateful mother-in-law is super comfy, and I feel refreshed every single day.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Louise! It was great to see you again earlier.
Oh, Luna. Sure, me too.
I see you're as gloomy as ever. We finally got to meet again 3 years after you left the company. You should be a little more pleased.
Well, to be honest, I'm not pleased.
What? Why? I'm your big brother's fiance, you know. Your future sister-in-law. I'll be your big sister before long.
The thought of the person responsible for getting me chased out of the company being my brother's fiance is more than a little unpleasant.
Oh, come on. That was way back.
Way back? To me, it was only 3 years ago. I got fired because you spread a rumor that I was stalking one of the company executives. To tell you the truth, seeing your face again made me feel sick. Or rather, I actually threw up.
Oh, so that's why you disappeared halfway through, LOL. Don't exaggerate. Anyway, mine and Tommy's marriage is already decided, so do your best to get used to me, okay?
Hey, big bro, there's something I want to talk to you about. Can you give me a minute?
What is it? I don't have time to waste on you. Make it quick.
Thanks. It's about Luna.
Huh? What about Luna?
Did you know she was my coworker at the company I used to work at?
Yeah, I heard yesterday. She was the only one who had your back when you were being accused of stalking, right?
What?
You're lucky someone kind enough to help the likes of you is going to be your sister-in-law. After we get married, you better do everything she says and get out of your way to make her happy.
That's not true.
Huh?
It's not true. She's the one who spread the stalking rumor in the first place.
What? Watch your mouth! Do not insult my fiancé!
But
What the hell is with you? Who would try to discredit such an amazing woman? No way. Could it be that you actually were stalking him back then?
no, I wasn't. What I said about Luna is true.
I just spoke to Mom, Dad, and Luna about what you said.
Huh?
Luna broke down in tears, and Mom and Dad sighed at what an embarrassment of a daughter you are.
Are you all together?
The four of us are at a restaurant now.
But what about me?
If you were here, You'd cause a gloomy atmosphere. Anyway, looks like we did the right thing not to bring you. Get out of the house!
What?
You're not getting away with insulting my fiancée. At this rate, you'd probably end up bullying her when she moves in after we get married.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't trust you. Here's a message from Dad. You have until the end of this week to find somewhere else to live and get out. That's what he said.
Even if you say that all of a sudden.
You turned into a neat shut-in after getting fired from your last job. This is just the medicine you need.
A neat shut-in? I told you, I work from home. If not for Luna, I wouldn't be so anxious about going out and working in an office in the first place.
Don't change the subject. Do not insult the person I love. Get your stuff together and get out.
Right. No matter what I say, you won't believe me, will you?
That's because I have no reason to believe you. Even way back when. Ever since you were a kid, whenever you were asked to do something, you'd always do a second-rate job. You're nothing like me. Everyone's always loved me because I've walked the elite's path my whole life.
Fine. I'll leave soon. In any case, I can't look at Luna's face without wanting to throw up, so I can't live with her anyway.
I said, do not insult my fiancé!
Once I'm gone, I'll never contact you again.
Great. Please don't.
Hey, Louise, I heard. You got kicked out of the house, huh? What a relief.
Does it really make you that happy?
Well, I was kind of looking forward to bullying you into submission, but I'll be less stressed with you gone, so I guess I'm grateful.
I see.
Anyway, hurry and get out, okay? Because I'll be having your bedroom when you're gone.
I'm sure you'll take great pleasure in that. I was only ever nothing but an obstacle to you after all.
Toodles!
Louise, it's been a while.
Who's this?
I think you know. It's Tommy, your big brother.
What do you want?
Hey, show some respect. That's no way to talk to me after I went out of my way to contact you, the rudest person I've met in my life.
Rude? What do you mean?
You didn't tell your family you got married, did you?
Oh, that. I did tell you that I'd never contact you again after I left the house, and you're the one who agreed with me. I'm not even sure why I didn't block you.
Cut the crap. More importantly, I have something important to talk to you about.
What?
I need you to get me $75,000 before the end of the month.
What?
Don't bother trying to hide it. I know you married an up-and-coming young businessman.
Oh, you know.
One of my coworkers is your old classmate. I was shocked when he first told me.
Is that what you meant just now when you called me rude?
That's right. I'll consider your apology included in the $75,000. You're finally going to do something useful for our family. You should be honored.
LOL. I did wonder what you were gonna say.
Huh?
Is this domineering attitude really the way to speak to someone you're asking a favor from? Because all I can hear is a desperate little man with delusions of grandeur throwing a tantrum.
What did you just say? I don't need to hear that from someone who just married a guy for his money.
I'm not sure what exactly you think is going on here, but me and him started dating back in high school.
Huh?
I didn't want you bad-mouthing him too, so I hid the fact I had a boyfriend. We've been dating for over 10 years, so he's fully aware of my family's circumstances. And when I was accused of being a stalker and chased out of my job, he believed me and stayed by my side. We decided we wouldn't be introducing him or announcing the marriage to you after discussing it with his parents.
That's a different matter. Getting hold of this $75,000 is your duty for your family.
What do you want $75,000 for?
Huh?
You say it so casually, but that's a lot of money. You think I'm just gonna do what you say without a reason?
We're renovating the house. It's your family home too, so it's the least you could do.
Nope.
What?
But even putting that aside, I don't trust your reason for wanting it in the first place.
Watch your mouth!
So yeah, basically, this conversation's over.
Wait!
Bye!
Wow, Louise. Geez, you married that young businessman? That's amazing. You did well to bag yourself such a high-spec guy.
What?
Hurry up and introduce me to him.
Why?
He's wasted on you, so I'll take him off your hands.
Is this why you contacted me after 5 years? Are you crazy?
Well, someone's self-assured.
You're my brother's wife. You are aware that a relationship with anyone but my
Brother would be cheating, right?
Ew, look who's all cocky now. I understand that marrying such a high-spec guy probably gave you a confidence boost.
Is that all you wanted to say?
What?
My brother contacted me yesterday as well. The things he said were equally moronic. You're the perfect couple.
Hey!
I bet you're here to pester me for cash, right?
Huh?
My brother ordered me to give him $75,000 out of the blue. I thought it was weird, so I asked a friend who I thought might be in the know. When I did, I found out that you're in $75,000 worth of debt. And the reason it's so high is because you borrowed from a black market company. So it snowballed into $75,000 because of the absurd interest rates.
I didn't know it was a legal loan.
You should research who you're going into business with before you do any business with them. Even if you lose everything, they won't let you off the hook till you've paid them back every penny. And what's more, you borrowed in my brother's and parents' names too, didn't you?
Well, I couldn't borrow under my own name anymore.
Even so, that doesn't mean you should drag your husband and his parents into your mess.
I will be spoken to like that by someone who got booted out.
You're right, but I'd never treat my husband or his family like that. They're too important to me.
Huh?
As far as being wives, our positions are the same. But if it had been me, I would never cause so much trouble for my husband or his parents. That's why I'm criticizing you.
Fine. Can I have $75,000 then? I'm willing to take back what I said about taking your husband from you. But if you don't want your husband to find out about your stalker past, I suggest you get me that $75,000 immediately.
You do know that misunderstanding was cleared up, right?
No, LOL. It ended with you getting fired. Surely you can see it's going to take a miracle for him to believe you.
Good grief, you're something else. Hey Luna, has it not occurred to you that you reach a point of no return after going through life as such a dimwit for so long?
What do you mean?
I told my brother too. Me and my husband have been dating since high school.
Huh? High school?
So he knows about the whole stalker affair. He also knows it was a misunderstanding. He also knows that it was you who spread the rumor. Also, he knows the person who was really stalking the executive was you, Luna.
Huh? That's nonsense.
My husband hired a private investigator to look into it back then.
A private investigator?
Moving behind the scenes, he gathered evidence proving that I wasn't the one doing the stalking. The only reason I didn't release your name at the time is because I didn't want to deal with the hassle of you resenting me.
Wait, you're lying, right?
My husband had my back the whole time, and we watched it all unfold together. That's why your threat is meaningless. He wouldn't give a suspicious woman like you the time of day anyway. It goes without saying, but I won't be helping my brother or parents either.
That being the case, good luck paying off the debt entirely on your own.
So, that $75,000 worth of debt was apparently from when she ended up having an affair with the executive she'd been stalking. She started paying him contributions so he wouldn't dump her, which eventually amounted to $75,000. My brother found out the truth, but he was so proud of his reputation as being elite that he lacked the courage to go through with a divorce due to how it might affect his image in the eyes of the world. He attempted to have me, his little sister, who he looks down on and sees as gullible, take on the debt on their behalf. Sadly, that ended in failure. To add insult to injury, some scary-looking debt collectors began a merciless assault on my brother's workplace. When word of his massive debt got out, he voluntarily resigned before they could fire him. Him and my parents had to give up their house, and he and Luna, who started working night jobs, got divorced. Now, they're all spending their days separately, working themselves to exhaustion to pay off the debt.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
sis, how's it hanging? Me and my boyfriend are going on a picnic date next weekend, so I need you to make us some super extravagant luxury lunchboxes. I told him I'm making them, so they have to be perfect. Got it? Ugh, Chrissy, not this again. Got it? Seriously? Is that how you speak to someone you're asking a favor? You have to stop doing this. Huh? Stop? Stop what? What do you mean? You always make me lunchboxes. All I'm doing is asking for some slightly more extravagant ones this time. Listen, Chrissy, I've been telling you this for a long time, but if you want me to make you lunchboxes, you need to start paying me for the ingredients. I'm not made of money, you know? I've been making you them for over half a year now. What? You're seriously gonna ask me for money over this? I'm a student, for crying out loud. You can't actually be claiming a couple of lunchboxes is gonna affect you financially. You're gonna be making them for yourself and my big bro anyway, aren't you? I think you should do it for free. Remember the very first time you asked me to make you a lunchbox? How you promised you'd always pay me for the ingredients? It's been over 6 months, and yet you've paid me once or twice at most. You just stopped after the first couple of times. Every time it's, I'll pay later, but nothing ever materializes. Not a single cent virtually this whole time. Food isn't free, you know? Maybe not, but I'm still in college and I have no money. You and my brother have money, right? You have jobs, so you must. I so can't believe you're being this petty over a few lunchboxes. Let me make this clear. I don't go to work to feed you. Besides, I'm not even your real sister. We're not related at all. What makes you think you have the right to ask me this? Because we live near each other? I don't get it. Can you give me a single legitimate reason I should have to constantly make my sister-in-law free lunchboxes? What's more, you boss me around with orders, even having the nerve to demand luxury ones. Or telling me to make sure that they're perfect. I don't have to take this from you. What's the problem? You should be grateful for the opportunity to do a super cute favor for your super cute little sister. You're not cute at all. Being pestered for free lunchboxes is about the least cute thing I can think of. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. To be totally honest with you, I get mad every time I make you one. I've had enough, and I won't take it anymore. You live at home with your mom, so why not get her to make you them? Or at the very least, you could see if she'll teach you how to make them yourself? In any case, I'm not making you anything. No way, Mom's lunchboxes suck. I need my boyfriend to think I make super trendy, tasty lunchboxes. That's why you're the only one I can come to. No one makes a lunchbox as mean as you, sis. I mean it, you've got real talent. Plus, didn't you say you enjoy cooking? Think about it, you get to help out your little sis while having heaps of fun. And my boyfriend, and by extension everyone at school, will think I'm a master chef. Surely this is win-win. It is not win-win. I might enjoy cooking, but that doesn't mean I like being forced to do it against my will. And please, do you really think I can just keep quiet while you take all the credit for my hard work? Wow, sis, you seem mad? Isn't your boiling point a little low? Are you really losing your head over something like this? Who the heck wouldn't be mad? Remember that other time I got annoyed and refused to make anything for you? What did you do? You took the spare key from your mom's desk, snuck into my house, and stole mine and my husband's lunchboxes from the fridge. Do you know how much trouble you caused for us? If you're not gonna give me any money for the ingredients, I'm never making you a single lunchbox again. What? You won't make mine and my boyfriend's lunchboxes? Oh my god. And there was me feeling all lucky to have a big sis who's good at cooking. If you won't even cook for me. Why did my big bro even bother marrying you in the first place? Ugh, he messed up big time. Let's face it, it's not like you're good for anything other than cooking. You need to make yourself useful somehow. Huh? What are you even saying? My god. Oh, Diddums, is someone upset? I'm so sorry. Fine, whatever. Have it your way. Let's make this date with my boyfriend the last time you ever make me anything. I'll even get the money together for everything you made me so far. Please, just make sure I get those luxury lunchboxes, okay? Please? Fine.
I'll make you the mother of all lunchboxes. Yippee! Thanks, sis, you're the best. Bryant,
Hey, Angelica, what's up?
Chrissy asked me to make her some lunchboxes again. She told me I'm not good for anything besides cooking.
Damn it. I'm so sorry, babe. I've told her countless times by now, but she does nothing but ignore me. It's like it goes in one ear and out the other.
I know, I get that. You may as well be talking to a brick wall. She's so self-centered, it's actually hard to believe. A huge, prickly, annoying-ass thorn in both our sides.
But she causes you more trouble than anyone else. I'm so sorry, babe. I really am.
I can't deny it, she really got to me this time. I'm gonna teach her a lesson. She wants me to make her some luxury lunchboxes for some date with her boyfriend. I'm thinking of treating her to a little surprise. It might cost some money, though. You don't mind if I take revenge, do you?
Be my guest. I normally wouldn't go for this kind of thing, but I don't know what else to suggest at this point. All right, leave the fallout to me. I'll let Mom and Dad know too.
Thanks, honey. This is gonna be satisfying.
Hey, pick up! What the heck did you do? Explain the lunchboxes, now!
Oh, hey, Chrissy. How's your date going? Did you eat your lunchboxes? Were they yummy?
Don't screw me around. What was in them? They were horrible. How could you make me something so gross? What was with those sandwiches? And those colorful balls inside them? There was blue, green, pink. They were like no sandwiches I've ever seen. I didn't need you to reinvent the wheel. I just needed some freaking roast beef sandwiches.
Artificial squid balls?
Artificial squid balls?
Made with sodium alginate and calcium lactate. The taste is said to resemble something approaching soup. The flashy appearance is from the food coloring I added. Aren't they jazzy? Haven't you heard of colorful tapioca? They're all the rage these days.
So what? That doesn't mean me and my boyfriend have to eat them. Who puts tapioca in sandwiches anyways?
They're not actually tapioca, though. I told you, they're artificial squid balls. Since they don't actually contain meat, they don't spoil. Plus, they're good for the environment. Not only that, but they're also fun to look at, don't you think?
Fun? Are you insane? I'm not having fun at all. They're the creepiest thing I've ever seen. My boyfriend seemed happy enough, but what the hell was I supposed to say when he asked how I made them?
Whoopsie, my bad. In that case, I'll teach you how to make them sometime. I might not exactly look like Einstein, but believe it or not, I did get the best grades in science class back in high school.
I don't want to know how to make these abominations. I mean it, Angelica, stop screwing me around. It wasn't just the sandwich either, everything was weird. What the hell were you thinking? I don't understand.
Oh, really? You don't understand? Well, in that case, allow me to give you an in-depth explanation. I got all sorts of rare, hard-to-find ingredients together for you. They didn't just cost a lot of money, but a fair bit of research was involved too. I really pushed the boat out for you, sis. First of all, of course, we have the 1,000-year-old eggs. Fermented duck eggs, preserved across the ages. They're a delicacy in China, or so I hear.
Those black eggs? You mean those were 1,000-year-old duck eggs? Well, this is just great, isn't it? That's pretty much the weirdest, most disgusting thing anyone could possibly imagine. Ugh.
Oh, don't worry. That was just the starter. Next, we have the zucchini vegetable marinade. Well, actually, that one's pretty normal.
To you, maybe. In the eyes of any normal person, that clearly doesn't go in a lunchbox.
As for the main course, we have the delicious, the highly extravagant bear meat braised in red wine.
What? Bear meat?
There's an old guy in my parents' neighborhood who's part of the local hunting club. Apparently, they have to put bears who's deemed to be a danger to the local down from time to time. I went out of my way to buy some from him and have it sent over. According to him, that was the most delicious cut. You should consider yourself privileged. I had it stewing slowly in the kitchen since yesterday. Don't you think it was just so soft and tender? My greatest masterpiece of all time, if I do say so myself.
Who does this? Why did you put bear meat in our lunchboxes? I couldn't even answer my boyfriend when he asked me what meat it was. He thinks it was me who made them, so now I just look like an idiot. Do you know how embarrassed I was? Ugh, I cringe just thinking about it.
Oh no, that's such a shame. Would you say it's unbearable?
Ugh, stop it, you're not funny. And that's not even all of it. I mean, what the heck was that? In the smaller lunchbox. That weird little ball with like freaky little hairs all over it.
Oh, the rambutan?
Rambutan? What even is that?
You mean you don't know? It's like a lychee fruit but covered in hairs. I had a big batch arrive the day before yesterday. I found them so refreshing that I thought they'd make a nice dessert for you and your boyfriend. I bet you loved them, right? Go on, admit it. They're delicious, aren't they?
Ugh, how could we eat something that looks like that? Besides, we didn't even know how to. We gave up when we got creeped out by how freaky looking they were.
What a waste! They're simply delicious. You just break them open with your hands. It's not hard.
I can't do that, and I didn't know. For the last time, stop screwing me around. You're so hateful. How could you do this? Why did you have to make such weird lunchboxes? Do you have any idea how much you embarrassed me?
Isn't it obvious? You're the one who said you wanted some super extravagant luxury lunchboxes. That's why I spared no expense in finding the rarest, most beautiful looking, most extravagant ingredients from across the world. Do you have any idea how hard I worked for you?
I didn't need you to work hard like that. Who asked for a creepy box of horrors? No one. I just meant extravagant and luxurious but with normal ingredients. How could I convince my boyfriend it was me who made them if they were full of stuff I've never even heard of?
Take a chill pill, Chrissy. It's not good for your health to be this mad. Why don't you sit down on the sofa, take some big deep breaths, and relax with a nice soft drink? Don't worry, I put some flasks of cowpea soda in your lunchboxes.
I knew it! I knew those drinks tasted funny! My boyfriend said it was disgusting too. I just assumed it was some kind of pickled vegetable soup.
In India, cowpea soda is an ancient delicacy considered to have medicinal properties and aid digestion, you know? Cows are revered as sacred beings in that part of the world. There's a lot of people who would be jealous of you and your boyfriend. You're actually really lucky. Didn't you say you suffered with constipation and seem to be getting a lot of colds lately? I was trying to look out for you. I really went the extra mile for you here, Chrissy, so I think it'd be an utter shame if you didn't drink every last drop.
Oh, stop making those stupid puns. I mean it. You weren't looking out for me at all. Things like that don't belong in lunchboxes. No, they don't belong anywhere. Never look out for me again. Who the hell could drink anything that sour?
Well, was it really that bad? I thought it was nice.
I never asked for your opinion. Why did you do this? I told my boyfriend I was gonna make him the nicest lunchboxes he'd ever had. How was I supposed to make him think I made them when I didn't even know what the ingredients were?
That's hardly my problem. This is why you shouldn't lie to people.
Shut up and get off your high horse, you self-righteous idiot. My boyfriend went home. He must think I'm so weird now. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? This is all your fault. If I get dumped, it's because of you. You better take responsibility.
That would be a real shame, huh? Okay, I'll take responsibility. Since I feel so bad, to make up for it next time, I'll make you a crocodile sandwich lunchbox. How does that sound?
I don't want another one of your lunchboxes for the rest of my life.
That night, Chrissy showed up at my and Bryant's house and banged on the door like a woman possessed while screaming, "You'll pay for giving me those freaky lunchboxes!" Everyone at her college found out about the incident with the special lunchboxes, and she became the laughingstock of the town. Her boyfriend also found out that she'd been using her sister-in-law as a lunchbox slave for the last 6 months. When he did, he dumped her immediately. I don't date liars. We're done. That was what sent her over the edge and led her to making her revenge assault on our house. However, we were ready, and she was swiftly restrained by my husband and the in-laws, who then forced her to get down on her knees and apologize to me. They also saw to it that I was paid out of her savings for all the ingredients and labor I'd been putting into making her lunchboxes all this time. As promised, she never asked me to cook for her again after that. Now my husband tells me she's undergoing intensive training at home. Her mom is finally teaching her how to make lunchboxes for herself. She must have realized how hard it actually is to make them as delicious as the ones I'd been making for her. Because she came over the other day and apologized deeply for everything she'd done to me. And you know what? Astonishingly, I think she meant it. I hope we can carry on rebuilding our relationship moving forward. By the way, me and my husband ended up eating all the weird and wonderful ingredients we bought for our little surprise. They were actually all really delicious, and we felt lucky to be able to try so many exotic delicacies from across the world.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.